This is the story of Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore, and the betrayal from within that led to the fall of a powerful kingdom. Tipu Sultan was born in 1751 in Devanahalli, near present-day Bengaluru. He was the son of Hyder Ali, a soldier who rose through sheer ability to become the ruler of Mysore. From childhood, Tipu was trained not as a prince of luxury, but as a warrior and administrator. He learned horse riding, sword fighting, military strategy, and multiple languages including Persian, Arabic, and French. Unlike many rulers of his time, Tipu Sultan believed that power came from discipline, knowledge, and preparation, not just royal blood. As a young man, Tipu Sultan accompanied his father on military campaigns. These experiences shaped his worldview and made him deeply aware of the growing threat posed by the British East India Company. He saw how the British defeated Indian rulers not only with armies, but with diplomacy, deceit, and division. When Hyder Ali passed away, Tipu Sultan ascended the throne of Mysore. He inherited a kingdom under constant threat, but also an army full of spirit and experience. Tipu Sultan immediately set out to strengthen Mysore. He reorganized the army on modern lines, introduced new weapons, and built one of the most advanced military forces in India at the time. His use of iron-cased rockets shocked British troops and later inspired the development of modern rocket artillery in Europe. But Tipu Sultan was not just a warrior. He was also a visionary ruler. He improved irrigation systems, supported farmers, encouraged local industries, and promoted trade with foreign nations. He tried to make Mysore economically self-reliant, reducing dependence on British-controlled markets. He even established factories, introduced new coinage, and improved administrative systems. Tipu Sultan understood something very clearly: political freedom is impossible without economic independence. This made him extremely dangerous to British interests. As a result, the British launched multiple wars against Mysore, known as the Anglo-Mysore Wars. These were not simple battles, they were clashes between colonial ambition and resistance. Tipu Sultan fought the British 4 times, defeating them more than once and forcing them into treaties. But every defeat taught the British a lesson. They realized that Tipu Sultan could not be defeated easily through open warfare alone. So they changed their strategy. Instead of attacking only from outside, they began weakening Mysore from within. This brings us to one of the most controversial figures in Indian history, Mir Sadiq. Mir Sadiq was a senior court official in Tipu Sultan's administration. He held an important position and had access to military and political information. Outwardly, he appeared loyal. Inwardly, according to many historical accounts and traditional narratives, his loyalties were divided. By the time of the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War in 1799, the British were determined to finish Tipu Sultan once and for all. They formed alliances with neighboring powers and marched towards Srirangapatna, the capital of Mysore. The city was heavily fortified. Tipu Sultan personally supervised its defense. He knew this would be the final battle, and he was ready to fight till the end. What he did not fully anticipate was betrayal from inside his own court. According to widely accepted historical narratives, Mir Sadiq secretly established contact with the British. Instead of strengthening Mysore's defenses, he is believed to have deliberately weakened them. At crucial moments, orders were delayed, troop movements were mismanaged, and confusion spread within the fort. Soldiers waited for instructions that never came. Supplies were held back. Key defensive positions were left exposed. While Tipu Sultan was on the battlefield, inspiring his men and fighting alongside them, the structure behind him was slowly collapsing. On the final day of the siege, British forces launched a massive assault on Srirangapatna. Due to internal confusion and weakened defenses, they managed to breach the fort. Even at this moment, Tipu Sultan was given a chance to escape. He refused. Tipu Sultan chose to stay and fight. With sword in hand, he defended the gates of his capital, fighting bravely against overwhelming odds. He was wounded but continued to fight until he was finally martyred on the battlefield. After his death, a British officer reportedly said that Tipu Sultan died like a soldier, not like a defeated king. His famous words continue to inspire generations. It is better to live one day as a tiger than 100 years as a jackal. With Tipu Sultan's death, Mysore lost its independence. The British placed a puppet ruler on the throne, and one of the strongest centers of resistance against colonial rule was crushed. But the story does not end there. Mir Sadiq did not receive honor or power for his betrayal. As news of Tipu Sultan's death spread, the people and soldiers of Mysore realized what had happened. Enraged by the betrayal, they reportedly attacked Mir Sadiq. He was killed by the very people he had betrayed, becoming a tragic and shameful figure in history. Today, Tipu Sultan is remembered as a freedom fighter, a reformer, and a ruler who stood firm against one of the greatest empires in the world. His life represents resistance, dignity, and courage. Mir Sadiq, on the other hand, is remembered as a symbol of betrayal, a reminder that no kingdom falls only because of powerful enemies. It falls when loyalty is sold and trust is broken. The story of Tipu Sultan teaches us an important lesson. Foreign powers can invade, armies can attack, but the greatest danger always comes from within. Tipu Sultan may have lost his kingdom, but he never lost his honor. And that is why history still remembers him as the Tiger of Mysore.